Welcome to Love from Leisha for an extra dose of love in your day. Today we'll be focusing on the question, is there such a thing as too much gratitude? It is instilled in us to be grateful for what we have in our lives, for people who are in our lives, for what we have to offer. Especially in the time that we're in, there is more and more focus on kindness and being grateful, having that gratitude, and keeping gratitude journals, thinking about gratitude when we're feeling down. And it's just a lot of focus on gratitude. And gratitude is wonderful. It is important. It's a value that I hold highly, and I think that it does wonders for people to really look at the bright side, to approach things with a different perspective. There's also a potential risk or downside to focusing almost solely on gratitude, because the risk there is guilt. Guilt when we are not in a place of feeling gratitude. I have personal experience growing up with that mindset instilled in me many times when I was upset and feeling down about something that I was experiencing. Then my mom would talk to me and say, why are you so sad? What are you so upset about? You should be grateful. You have a roof over your head. You have family. You have this. You have that. So all of a sudden, that feeling of being upset and crying over something that I was experiencing had guilt infused into it. And I know that my parents had good intentions. They wanted me to see a different perspective. But at a young age, what that did was that told me that when I'm feeling sad for myself, then that's not okay. I should instead keep those feelings in, move them away, push them down, and think instead what I'm grateful for. And to an extent, then there was value in that, because I do easily see the bright side in things. I can find the silver lining. I spent so much time working on shifting my perspective when I was feeling down. What it also did, though, is that it brought on guilt whenever I had sadness or anger or these strong emotions, and I would push it down, and it would either come out at inappropriate times, or it also made it hard for me to express feelings of sadness. I remember in college, then friends were talking, and they were in another room, and one of my friends was going through a difficult time, and I noticed that they didn't include me in the conversation. And so I asked them later, I said, I'm just curious, why wasn't I included? I care about what's going on, and curious as to why you didn't include me in the discussion. And their response, it just rocked me, because they said, we've never seen you cry, we've never heard you cry, and we felt like you might not approve, or you might look down on us, or you might not understand us having this emotional exchange, because we don't see you having that vulnerability. Being vulnerable with others and to oneself, it's important. If we're just looking at the world through the lens of gratitude, we're not allowing ourselves to really feel vulnerable, to be okay with the mindset of what's going on right now? It sucks. This situation in my life, I don't like it. And to be okay with acknowledging that and really taking time to consider it, and not needing to think, these things at my job are terrible, but okay, gratitude, I should be grateful that there's this and there's that, and then you settle, because people will focus on what's good and what's positive and be willing to push aside the other, because they feel like, I should just focus on the good and being grateful for what I have, instead of, thinking about what's upsetting me. And that hinders the motivation to create change, to really acknowledge and connect with those other feelings. We are complex beings with a multitude of emotions, and that includes being grateful, being appreciative. That's important, but it also includes that anger, frustration, and sadness, and we need to be open to experiencing all of that and know that it's okay. There's nothing that we should or should not be feeling. Now, should you wallow in the sadness and the anger? Absolutely not. Recognize it, but most important, accept it. Say, this is what I'm feeling right now, and I'm feeling bitter. I am not feeling grateful, and that's okay. work with that feeling and use that as motivation to move yourself into something else, to shift what you're experiencing. And through that experience, then there will be even more to feel gratitude towards. You will grow that gratitude and increase it instead of just keeping yourself in this bubble and focusing only on gratitude aspects. With my message here, it's really about accepting whatever you're feeling. Value gratitude, value appreciation, yes, but also acknowledge other aspects and notice, work with them, and use that to propel you to growth and further learning in your life, to making you an even stronger, more fulfilled person with even more to be grateful for. If you like this video, I would love to hear your comments about your experiences, and please also like, share, subscribe. You can click the bell if you'd like to be notified of future videos. Until next time, with more love from Leisha. Bye.